What if your cat doesn't see you as a human at all? Not a category, not even a different species. In their eyes, you've become something else entirely. Something defined by energy, emotion, and silent connection. What they feel goes deeper than biology or instinct. It's emotional and quietly profound. Today, we're uncovering the science-backed truth about how your cat actually sees you. They don't just recognize you, they perceive your essence. Something far more powerful than you think. Number 1. Your cat doesn't see you as a species, they feel your energy. To your cat, you're not a human in the biological sense. You're a presence, a feeling, a safe rhythm in their world of scent and sound. Cats don't categorize the way we do, they tune into movement, energy, and tone. They recognize who you are by the way you walk, speak, and feel when you enter a room. What matters to them isn't species, it's familiarity, it's comfort. It's the unique emotional frequency you bring into their space. Research suggests cats rely more on scent and body cues than on visual identity, meaning your energy speaks louder than your appearance ever could. That's why they curl near you after a hard day, not because they see you, but because they feel you. To them, you're not a human. You're home, a comforting mix of scent, sound, and the quiet feeling of safety you bring. Number 2, they treat you like a bonded cat, not just a caregiver. Have you ever felt a soft tail wrap around your leg while you cook? Or a gentle nudge against your hand before bed? Those aren't just cute habits. They're ancient rituals of feline trust. Cats aren't pack animals. They don't submit or obey, but they do bond deeply, and their love language is subtle, physical, and rich in meaning. When your cat slow blinks at you, follows you from room to room like a tiny furry shadow, or rests upon your lap, they're not seeing you as just a caregiver. They're treating you like a bonded equal, someone they've decided is safe, familiar, and emotionally significant. So when your cat insists sharing your space and gently seeking your attention, it means you've been chosen, not as their human, but as part of their trusted inner circle. For them, you are family. Number 3, they use vocalizations developed just for you. Did you know your cat might have developed a secret language just for you? Most adult cats stop meowing to each other after kittenhood. But with humans, they don't just keep meowing, they evolve it. Some behaviorists believe cats have developed an entirely new set of vocalizations for humans. Not because they need to, but because they've learned that you don't speak in scent or silence. You speak in sound. It's not about mimicry, it's about connection. They've learned what tones, pitches, or rhythms get your attention, comfort, or care. That's why your cat may sound different when they're talking to you than to anyone else. These meows, chirps, or trills, they're personalized, just for you. To your cat, this way of communication is a bridge, a language, a love letter in sound. Number 4, you're recognized by scent, sound, and emotion, not your face. Your cat doesn't rely on your face to recognize you. In fact, studies show they likely wouldn't recognize you in a mirror or even in a photograph. That's because unlike dogs, who are wired to read expressions, cats use different senses to know who you are. Your scent, your voice, the rhythm of your footsteps, that's how they find you in a crowd. Not by scanning facial features. The way you walk, the tone you use when speaking, the smell of warmth on the couch. That's how they know it's you. Even if you changed your hair, your clothes, or your face, it wouldn't matter, they'd still recognize you because they've never known you by sight. They've always known you by feel. That's why your cat perks up before you even open the door. They don't see you, they feel you. Because to them, you've never been a face. You've always been a feeling. Number 5. They see you as emotional territory, not just a person in the room. Have you ever wondered why your cat naps on your pillow or curls up on your sweater even when you're not home? Or ever noticed your cat sleeping in the exact spot you just left? It's not just about warmth, it's about you. Those objects are soaked in your scent, and that scent means comfort. Cats may be territorial, but their territory isn't your house or your couch. It's built on emotional connection. It's your presence, your scent, your emotional footprint in a room. That sweater on the chair, it holds your scent. That door frame, it's the last place they felt you. You are the calm in the chaos, the familiarity they anchor to. Even when you're not around, traces of you remain. In their world, you aren't just a person in the room. You define it. You are the reason it feels like home. Even when you're not home, your presence lingers in scent, in warmth, in memory. If this resonates, we'd love to have you in our cozy circle of cat lovers. A like or subscribe means we can keep sharing meaningful insights about the bond you share and the beautiful ways your beloved kitty experiences love. Number 6, they read your emotions and quietly respond. Ever noticed how your cat seems to appear when you're at your lowest? They don't ask what's wrong, they already feel it. Your cat doesn't need to understand deadlines or heartbreak, but they notice when your voice softens, your pace slows, or your posture sinks. To them, those are signals, emotional footprints they never miss. And when your energy shifts, so does theirs. And while the world might rush past your quiet ache, your cat slows down. They blink slower, they sit a little closer, they stay a little longer. Not to fix things, but to be with you. Because in their world, love doesn't need words. It just needs presence. And in their presence, you feel seen without being asked to explain. To them, your silence isn't empty, it's sacred. And curling up beside you is their quiet way of saying, I'm here. You're not alone. Number 7, you're their mother figure, the one they imprint on. What if I told you your cat doesn't just love you, they've emotionally imprinted on you? Picture this. You sit down after a long day. Your cat climbs onto your chest, kneads you softly, then curls up with a purr so deep it feels like a lullaby. Those aren't just cuddles or quirky habits. They're rituals rooted in kittenhood, echoing the comfort once found in their mother's warmth. Many feline behaviorists believe that when a cat trusts deeply, they begin to treat their person like a parent. More specifically, a maternal figure, not out of confusion, but out of emotional imprinting. You feed them, soothe them, and give them a rhythm of safety, just like a mother cat would. When your cat follows you from room to room, kneads your chest, or rests their head on your lap, they're not acting like a pet. They're seeking the kind of love only a parent can offer. That's not dependency, it's devotion, it's trust, it's love, because you're the one they chose to rely on. Number 8, around you, they revert to kittenhood. Have you ever seen your cat roll onto their back, paws in the air, looking more like a kitten than the fierce hunter they pretend to be? That's not playfulness, that's deep trust. That's vulnerability in its purest form. Around other animals, your cat may be composed, aloof, even dominant. But around you, they let go. They soften. They're not acting like a cat, they're acting like your kitten. So if your cat acts oddly kittenish around you, kneading, chirping, or flopping into your lap, that means you're the emotional anchor that allows them to let go. With you, they don't need to be alert. You're the one place where they can drop their guard and just be. Number 9. What looks like instinct is actually an invitation. If your cat has ever dropped a sock by your feet, or sprawled across your keyboard mid-email, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These little disruptions aren't just feline quirks. They're emotional offerings. In the wild, cats share prized objects to bond or show inclusion. At home, they do the same. Only instead of prey, it might be a hair tie or your favorite slipper. What seems like instinct is often intention. When your cat lies on your work, softly touches your face, or interrupts you while preparing dinner, they're not being demanding. That's your cat's way of inviting you into their emotional world. These aren't accidents. They're emotional gestures, a quiet, I see you, do you see me? Not just to play, but to be present. They're saying, this matters to me, and I want to share it with you. It's not manipulation, it's invitation. The difference between instinct and intimacy is intention. And your cat's intention is clear. You belong here. Number 10, you're their chosen bonded partner. Imagine waking up, and the first thing you see is your cat, curled beside you, breathing in sync, like your two hearts in the same rhythm. They didn't just end up there by chance. In the feline world, bonded pairs aren't just close, they are inseparable. They sleep close, follow one another, communicate through soft glances and silent gestures. And when your cat mirrors that with you, it's their way of saying, I choose you, still, always. If your cat had the words, they'd tell you something you might not expect. That you're not just the one who fills their bowl or scratches their chin. You're their bonded companion, the one they trust in silence. Cats form deep attachments without fanfare. No grand gestures, no declarations, just quiet devotion. So when your cat nuzzles your face, purrs into your chest, trails you like a furry shadow, or waits quietly at the door for you to return, they're not just seeking food or warmth. They're showing you the highest form of trust they know, presence. You're not just someone they live with. You're someone they've chosen again and again as safe, familiar, and true. You are the constant in their ever-changing world. So next time your cat looks at you, remember this. You are not defined by your voice, your shape, or your species. To your cat, you are something far more intimate. You're the rhythm of safety in their world, the quiet constant they've chosen. You're not just part of their emotional world, you're the quiet center of it. And in their presence, you are not just seen, you are understood. To them, you're not a human, you're home. Click the next video on your screen to keep exploring because what you share with your cat is still unfolding. In quiet ways only your cat could ever express, one moment, one gesture at a time.